Ladies and gentlemen, champions in waiting, listen closely. What if I told you that the next 30 mornings will determine the next 30 years of your life? Yes, 30 sunrises from now, you could be walking in a different body, thinking with a different mind, and commanding a different life if you begin today to walk like you've already won. Now, I don't speak to you as a dreamer. I speak to you as a doer, as one who understands the immutable laws of success. Success is never an accident. It is the offspring of definite purpose, burning desire, and deliberate action. The way you begin your day has a profound impact on how the rest of it unfolds. Mornings are not just a start, they are a launch pad. In the quiet early hours, before the world distracts you, your mind is most receptive, your will is strongest, and your energy is pure. That's why those who deliberately shape their mornings often shape their destinies. When you wake up and immediately engage in negative, passive, or chaotic behavior, scrolling aimlessly, reacting to messages, rushing without clarity, you set a tone of disorder. Your brain begins to associate mornings with survival rather than creation. On the other hand, when you rise early with intent, speak your goals aloud, move your body, and feed your mind with purposeful thoughts, you train yourself to act like a person of vision and control. You take the reins of the day rather than being dragged by it. History's most successful individuals, from inventors to industrialists, revered the morning as sacred. They understood that in that window lies the power to either mold yourself into a creator or fall back into being a reactor. What you do first thing in the morning is more than habit. It becomes identity, and identity shapes action. Repeating this cycle for 30 consistent days doesn't just change your schedule. It alters your internal compass. Your thoughts in the morning are the architect's sketch of the day's structure. Begin with strength, and strength will echo through the hours. Begin with purpose, and purpose will guide your steps. The discipline to control your mornings is not a small matter. It's the very foundation of building a life that's consciously created rather than accidentally endured. The difference between a drifting life and a directed life often lies in what you choose to do before 8 a.m. There is a powerful transformation that occurs when you begin to carry yourself as if you've already succeeded. It's not arrogance, it's alignment. When you walk like you've won, you signal to your mind, your body, and the world around you that you are not hoping to win, but that you have already claimed your victory internally. This inner conviction is what draws opportunities, people, and progress toward you. Success is not something that simply arrives. It is something you prepare for by embodying it before it appears. Most people wait for external validation before they allow themselves to feel confident. They wait for the job offer, the applause, the income, the weight loss, the recognition. But this is a backwards approach. True achievers understand that belief precedes evidence. You must first act like the person you want to become. Speak like them, move like them, make decisions from that mindset. This doesn't mean faking it. It means becoming it. When you walk like you've won, your posture changes, your tone sharpens, your eyes hold vision, and people respond to that energy. It creates momentum, magnetism, and trust, both within yourself and in others. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy because your actions begin to match your expectations. For 30 mornings, if you intentionally walk into each day with the internal attitude of a winner, shoulders back, mind focused, purpose clear, you will notice the world begin to reflect that back to you. Problems seem more solvable, conversations carry more weight, progress accelerates. Why? Because you've already decided the outcome. You are not trying to win. You are moving forward as a winner. Victory begins in how you carry yourself long before the finish line is in sight. When your energy matches your vision, the world makes way. Lasting transformation doesn't come from a single burst of inspiration. It comes from consistency. What you do repeatedly shapes who you become. Every action you take, especially in the first moments of your day, reinforces a message to your subconscious mind. This is who I am. When you intentionally spend your mornings engaged in focused, empowering routines, you rewire your identity to align with success. Over time, these repeated actions move from being a habit to being a part of your character. The next 30 mornings are not just about discipline. They are a powerful opportunity to build momentum and create lasting change. Each morning is a blank canvas, and the rituals you perform, whether it's journaling, visualizing, exercising, planning, or reading, become brushstrokes in the larger portrait of your life. One good morning doesn't change much, but 30 in a row, that's where the magic happens. The beauty of this process lies in the compounding effect. Just as a small investment made every day grows exponentially over time, so too do your repeated actions. When you show up for yourself every morning with clarity and purpose, you not only start your day with power, you begin shaping your future. Consistency builds confidence, confidence builds courage, and courage brings results. Many people underestimate the power of small disciplines practiced daily. They look for breakthroughs without laying the bricks. But if you build a strong foundation every morning, day by day, you eventually construct a life that reflects your highest intentions. The process is simple, but not easy, and that's why it works. Few commit to it, and those who do rise far above the rest. 30 mornings of deliberate action can turn your goals into habits, your habits into identity, and your identity into destiny. What you repeat, you become. What you expect from life is often exactly what life gives you. Expectations are not just passive thoughts. They are powerful instructions sent to your subconscious mind. When you expect greatness, your mind begins scanning for possibilities, your decisions become bolder, and your actions align with that vision. But when you expect difficulty, rejection, or failure, your energy reflects it, and the world often responds in kind. This isn't superstition, it's psychology. You are constantly programming your mind to either pursue success or prepare for defeat. Every person walks into the day with a story in their head. Some walk in thinking, things never work out for me. Others enter thinking, something incredible could happen today, and both are usually proven right, not because the universe favors one over the other, but because each person is subconsciously working to confirm their expectations. The person who expects little will miss opportunity even when it's right in front of them. The one who expects greatness will spot it in places others ignore. Expectations shape posture, decisions, and even the energy you bring into a room. People sense confidence. Opportunities are drawn to those who already believe they're worthy of them. Expectation is the quiet force behind presence, and presence influences results. This is why you must not wait for proof to believe. Belief is the proof. The next 30 mornings are a chance to train yourself to expect more, not just from the world, but from yourself. Begin your day affirming that success is not only possible, but inevitable. Walk into rooms like you belong there. Speak like your voice matters, move like your dreams are already unfolding. Life will meet you at the level of your expectation, raise it, and watch everything else rise to match. Everything you create in your life begins first in the mind. Thought is the seed from which all action grows. Before a building stands, there is a blueprint. Before a business launches, there is a vision. And before success appears in the physical world, it must be constructed in your inner world. What you think, consistently, clearly, and confidently, sets the direction of your decisions and the energy behind your actions. That is why your thoughts each morning are so critical. They are not fleeting ideas. They are commands to your subconscious, instructions for how to live, act, and believe. When you start your day with thoughts of doubt, fear, or failure, you are already setting limits on what is possible. But if you begin with thoughts of clarity, power, and purpose, your entire emotional and physical state begins to match that mindset. This doesn't mean every thought becomes reality instantly. It means that your thinking shapes your focus directs your behavior, and your behavior shapes your results. Every outcome in life has a mental beginning. The morning is when your mind is most open to suggestion. What you feed it during those early minutes will echo throughout the rest of your day. That is why successful people guard their thoughts as carefully as they guard their time. They do not casually let negativity, distraction, or fear take root in their consciousness. Instead, they deliberately fill their minds with affirmations, goals, gratitude, and visualizations that reflect the future they are building. If you want to create meaningful change, you must first control the quality of your thoughts. Speak strength into your own mind. Think from the place you want to be, not the place you're trying to escape. What you think with belief, you begin to live with certainty. No great achievement has ever come without a clear, definite purpose. Wandering through life without direction is like sailing a ship with no compass. Movement is constant, but progress is accidental. Definite purpose is the starting point of all success. It gives your actions meaning, your struggles a reason, and your victories a destination. When you begin your mornings rooted in purpose, you eliminate indecision and replace it with focus. You don't ask, "What should I do today?" You already know because your purpose has already answered. This strong purpose ignites burning desire. It fuels your energy, sharpens your decisions, and gives you the strength to persist when the path becomes difficult. Without that fire, it's easy to quit at the first sign of discomfort or resistance. But when your purpose is clear, obstacles don't stop you. They shape you. You see challenges not as reasons to retreat, but as part of the process to refine your character and prove your commitment. Purpose alone, however, is not enough. It must be matched with deliberate action. Wishing, dreaming, and hoping are powerless without movement. Each morning, when you wake with clarity and act on it, even in the smallest way, you create momentum. You move from wishful thinking to intentional living. Success is not reserved for the lucky or the gifted. It belongs to those who are clear about what they want and bold enough to take steps toward it, day after day. For the next 30 mornings, begin not with random tasks or reactive habits, but with your definite purpose in mind. Let every step you take, every thought you think, every action you choose be guided by that single powerful question: does this move me closer to the life I've decided to create? If it does, keep going. If it doesn't, let it go.